Let me introduce Juha Tuulaniemi from Jyväskylä University of Applied Sciences. He is, I would say, service design guy by heart and by roots and by everything. That's everything you ever done, service design. And you also wrote a book a couple of years ago, published by Talentum, which was all about service design. So let us hear about service design and Force Service Lab by Juha Tuulaniemi. Welcome to the stage. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Christina, and thank you, Reijo. Very hard stuff words about digitalizing and service and business, what we need more here in Finland. My speech is about design, service design, and a little bit about Force Service Lab, what we have ready now, what's going on, what's my opinion, what is my view of what we are going to do in the future. First, shortly in design, why it's so powerfully, how it's so important in these days and future. We need more innovation. We have to innovate our businesses, our services, our products are going down. Like early they say that everything that is possible, it's going to digitalize. Same as all kind of products which is possible to go to services are going to services. If we want to innovate, we have to use design. In the EU, there is innovation policy going on, and then the design is tools for customer-centric design, customer-centric innovation methods. It's all about values. When we do business, products or services are offerings for deliver our values. So design is one of the good tools to understand the values and design the deliveries, offerings, how to deliver and share the values for the customers. And also the communication for customers, which kind of offering we have, which kind of tools or methods we need in businesses and development areas in business, like services and products. So we have to get back our creativity doing and creativity in the business and in big organizations. So here is short examples.
Being a small business in Britain isn't
design.
easy, is it?
Value
In
of
fact,
design.
right now it all looks pretty bleak. And yet within the next 5 years, the government believes over half of all new jobs will come from small businesses. That's you. Despite all this doom and gloom, some companies have already found a way to grow. So what's their secret? You see, design isn't just about shiny gadgets or a new logo. It's about thinking beyond what you normally do and transforming the world around you. Think of design as a really flexible and powerful tool that can help with everything your business needs to thrive. Like making new products that reach new customers, improving your workplace so you're more productive, while creating an exciting brand that you can watch grow. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. Every £1 spent on design can give you over £20 in increased revenue and £4 in increased profit. And if you want to sell to new markets, that same £1 can turn into £5 in increased exports. It's no surprise that UK businesses spend 33 billion on design every year. So what makes design such a powerful tool? It's simple, really. Design is about people. Designers solve problems by working out the impact that your product or service will have on the people that use it. Whatever you're designing, people, your customers, your team, are at the heart of it. That means your design can't help but be user-friendly. So people can't help but like what you do. That's good news for your business, which is pretty good news for everyone. Design is about thinking differently and growing your business. See? It's really not a secret.
Okay, that was from Design Council UK. So, what about service design? It's methods and tools what we have utilized here in Forge Service Lab, design and development, and service design is one of the tools what we are using in the future also in this working. Sorry about that.
What is service
now we
design?
have also in.
Let's start with an example. Think of the last time you went to the DMV. If your experience was like most people's, it was frustrating, took way too long, and you probably didn't leave feeling great. While waiting, you may have wondered, why isn't this service more satisfying? And started imagining ways to improve your experience. Service design is the practice of making services, just like the DMV, better, through research, developing ideas, and testing experiences. Because you can't see them, you probably don't think about services too often, but they are everywhere, and you're interacting with dozens, if not hundreds of them every day. Services range from product-based to intangible, and from simple, such as online videos, car mechanics, and in-store shopping, to complicated, staying at a hotel, mortgages, and public transit, to highly complex, education, healthcare, and government services. As you can see, services affect most areas of our lives. Actually, services are so prolific that they now account for a majority of the world's GDP. So, what do service designers do? Every service is different, so there's no one procedure set in stone. However, service designers usually collaborate with many other disciplines while following these basic steps. We begin by talking to everyone involved with or affected by the service, collectively called stakeholders, to deeply understand their ideas on what an ideal experience would look like. Compiling this research gives us a complete bird's-eye view of the current service and what's required to satisfy the needs and motivations of each group. Based on these findings, we then work with the stakeholders to create a variety of ideas that we believe will improve the service. Next, we test our most appealing ideas with real people using service prototypes, which are mock-ups of an idea that allow someone to experience how it feels to interact directly with new aspects of a service. For example, a small team of designers can quickly test different kinds of appointments and express lanes to see how these changes can best improve their waiting line experience. Or we might have employees at one DMV location provide customers with free coffee, Wi-Fi, and a comfortable lounge area in order to test how these small changes can improve the overall experience. Repeating these phases many times allows us to better understand the problem while polishing our ideas and collecting them into a complete service solution. At the end of the process, we share the newly redesigned service with the relevant stakeholders and provide them with a plan for implementing, sustaining, and evolving it in the future. So, what are the results? When service design is done well, it's like running a highly constructive group therapy session in which stakeholders build symbiotic relationships and unify on the common goal of producing great service experiences. This leads to services that are desirable, enjoyable, effective, and efficient for providers, consumers, and society.
Okay, and what's that all about? What is core of service design? There's many views, of course, in look to service design and what's this possibilities or how is could do more value for design or more services. But maybe the core is understanding the values of the customer want to achieve, what they want to do, what they want to get done in that services. And then other point, of course, is design that services, what is including that values for the customers. So how we can deliver the value for the customers. And that's all about service design. Of course, there is a lot of business understanding in first stage, like we have done in our work in Forge Service Lab, and there is a business specialist for that. And then second phase is understand customers, understand customer insights, and then designing services or delivery or offering for the customers or people or stakeholders in the service. Okay, and then we have our birthday party partner today. So Forge Service Lab is not lunch, but opening ceremony today. And that one part, sometimes hypothesis of service lab opening yesterday, and now we have some kind of tangible service for service lab, what we can with co-develop, co-working your all stakeholders of Forge Service Lab, and now we have a better offering to discuss what we are doing, what should do, how it do, how all your stakeholders could take part of work and activities. We have this kind of hypothesis of beta products about Forge Service Lab, which Jari and Pasi will tell more about later. To get feedback, test talk, develop, co-working with that Forge Service Lab content. We have some kind of offering, what we are talking about. We have offering to show all stakeholders which kind of could be, or you can say we can develop together, is this that or something else. I think that's the idea of our development work in Forge Service Lab, because there's very nice offerings, good looking materials there in Forge now, but the core is that is your stakeholders using that workshop, that Forge Service Lab, which is offering by Digile and Forge Service Lab consortium. Okay, maybe last movie today. Okay, and why that video, that movie? Could be that be something like Ford Service Lab in the future. Clear, desire, useful services or offerings for all stakeholders. Easy to use, helpful, useful, desire for us, all stakeholders in this area. Thank you.
Thank you, Juha. Any questions for him at this point? I'll just have one question for you. Can you say in just one simple sentence, what is the biggest challenge from turning from where we have been, the industrial model, into service design thinking?
I think we have many good businesses. They are so big that it's very difficult to fall down and start something new.
Nokia is doing a good job at it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Something like that.
Something like that. Well, but isn't it a mindset change?
Of
Or
course,
is it-
like Ray saw that in the 90s, 80s, the employers was early in industrials, and now in the 1980s, there is going that over half of our employees are in services. It's almost 40 years ago, but nowadays it's services are some kind of difficulties also in our mindset, not our, but some mindset in our country, and maybe also Western countries. But we are going to.
Are we going to a better future?
Of course, we have better future. We are doing that future.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the service design presentation.